Hello, nerds. Oh, wow. If you're just watching this, Kelly Renee Miller here, Nerdbyte number 2 of the day. If you're watching this, it might look like I've done nothing but spend the entire day in bed. But now I'm in different clothing because I actually went out and explored the world, put my glasses on, added a face, things like that. Tonight's Nerdbyte was just going to be on the exciting new Her Universe collection of Avengers wear at Hot Topic. I linked to that. I'm so excited that I'm actually shaking. My arm is not moving, but I'm so physical that it's shaky. So I apologize for the shaking because of that. That's why I keep glancing away from the camera and looking at oh look, I'm shaking. Sorry about that. Anywho, it was just going to be about that. They have a Loki dress, Thor dress, which is kind of but they do have a Captain America dress, which is fantastic, a Stark Industries bomber jacket, a Black Widow dress, and a Black Widow wonderful leather jacket. If anybody feels like getting me a present, my birthday is June 9th. Or just whenever it can get to my house. Winky faces. Yes, alcohol earlier, in case you're wondering. Home safe. Saw a comedy show with a friend. It was awesome, and it was free, which is the best prize. But instead, I found a Mary Sue article that I'll link to in the description about NASA, who has put out a definitive number of years in which they believe we will find life, exoplanetary life, as it's been touted. Very, very scientific, and that just means life that is not of this earth, and they called it exoplanetary as opposed to extraterrestrial because this is me just speculating, by the way. It mentions nothing of this in the article. Because the idea of Terra, if you're a Guardian of the Galaxy fan, is just earthbound, but exoplanetary would be a planet outside of Earth that still has terrain and is Earth-like like that, and they're trying to avoid, it's NASA, so they're trying to be scientific, so they're trying to avoid any association with things like E.T. and Hollywood and Sci-Fi-ence, Sci-Fi-ence, as I have dubbed it myself. Sci-Fi-ence. It's a thing. Kelly Renee Miller came up with Sci-Fi-ence. It's clear, and sci-fi science uses too many of the same sounds too close together without blending them. Predicts to find exoplanetary life within the next 20 to 30 years. They predict to find definitive evidence of this life within the next decade, and the life itself within the next 2 to 3 decades. That is exciting for many, many reasons. Because even if it is just, they're not speaking of intelligent life, mind you, they're just talking about life. I'm going to presume they're going to talk about life beyond bacteria or viral life, because we did find evidence of bacteria on Mars. I thought there was, since we found water on Mars, that they also found some bacteria. But, hey, let me know in the comments. Perhaps it was just evidentiary or paleontological evidence. I thought they might have found some actual live bacteria, but when they're talking about life, the article has kind of an undertone of something more substantial, like things that we could point to without a microscope type of life. So we'll see. There's an infographic, which includes drawings of all the planets, possibly photos, most likely drawings. I didn't click on it because underneath it said click to massively, massively enlarge, and I'm still on just my mobile devices for recording because I've yet to make the money to fix my computer. But that's very exciting. That's very exciting, and what kind of is funny to me is that not even people at NASA could say what this could possibly mean, other than that we could prove there's intelligent life out there, or definitively say so. Then what? then what happens? There is no actual... There may be a secret government protocol, but there's no actual precedent for anything like this. Do you realize what this means? Like, in our lifetime, everything that has just been speculation and entertainment fodder could prove to be 100% true. And things that we have been looking to for purely entertainment value could, hopefully not the ones that are based on war and decimation and invasion and apocalyptic behaviors, but it could become guidelines than actual rules. And as a Christian, like for me, I just thought, well, what would that mean for me if we found life away from Earth? Especially intelligent life. What does that say about God and the Bible? And the Bible, which, by the way, we read is incomplete. If you want to know more on that, message me privately, or I can do an entire video on it if you like, because I've done much research on this subject, just out of curiosity. Anyway, the only history we're presented with is the history of Earth. God created the entire universe, presumably. Not presumably, but if God created the entire universe, it's plausible that we're not the only intelligent life He created. But what does that mean? It's crazy. So I'll link to that article in the description. I'm posting this right now. I may not share it until later. So, thank you, people that come from my Facebook fan page, which, if you don't know my Facebook fan page, it's facebook.com/TheKellyReneeMiller, because my personal page that you can't find unless you're friends with me because of other reasons, it's just Kelly Renee Miller, but facebook.com/TheKellyReneeMiller, KellyReneeMiller. I share these every day after I post them, but you that watch from the fan page probably won't see it until tomorrow because I have to be at work at 6 a.m., so I would be sharing it on my break, but I will post it right now. Anyway, love you all. Good night, nerds. Have a great night. Kelly Renee Miller. Today's Nerdbyte. Exoplanetary life.